Dum 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 dum. It's season 2
It is season 2.
of
Welcome.
Late Nights with Oko and motherfucking Coco.
Welcome, y'all. How y'all doing?
We're out here. We're in these streets.
We are here.
Fucking on your baby daddy.
We're not. I don't want these people, baby mamas writing us saying,
It is.
y'all baby daddy fuckers.
Your baby daddy is in my inbox right now. Thank you. He is. I got receipts, bitch. I do. I'll send them to you.
Do not.
I will. I'll post them on Facebook.
No. When God delivered me, honey.
I'll post them on. I'll post
when
them
he
on
delivered
Reddit.
me, honey.
I'll be the am I wrong? I have us in the am I wrong.
And I'll drag your ass too.
Would that be funny?
I won't drag you because, listen, I've done some things in my life.
Yeah, I could see that. Pull your mic a little closer.
Oh, usually it's always something with me with this damn mic.
Yeah. This is the podcast.
Your cup is too far away.
Well, only for now. It's getting closer. The drink is entering it. Can you pass what we sipping?
Oh
on?
Yes, tell the people.
Oh,
we doing niggery this season.
Niggery today. Niggery this season. Okay, that's it. Okay, season 2 back with a motherfucking vengeance.
Do you like Alizé?
No, but I don't. No, I don't.
You won't drink it?
I'll drink it.
We going
I'll drink
niggery
it.
this season.
I'll drink it. I'll drink it.
I'm gonna read
But
some black drinks in here.
do I? Ooh, Alizé.
Arbor Mist. Arbor Mist?
Arbor Mist. What about Taylorport?
I don't want to get that drunk. They say Taylorport will fuck you up.
I love me some
I hear
great
horror
Henny.
stories about Taylorport.
Oh, Taylorport is a New York staple. What up, my niggas?
They say that it literally will fuck you up.
This Crown Royal Apple. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to people who we know who told us about this one.
Yes, we do know some people who told us about this one. Shout out to them.
Yo, these late nights got me acting a fool. I stepped in on my boom, like in the way that I move. I ain't playing around with fools.
To edit that
I had
out.
just said to one of our friends that
man.
when you sit in this chair,
Yeah.
I have fucking no idea.
What might come up my motherfucking
I
mouth?
have no idea what you're going to say.
I don't have no idea either. I just be off the cuff. We ripping and running.
Like, I'm unpredictable, but I'm unpredictable off this podcast,
Yes.
not in my real life. In real life, I'm unpredictable. I mean, like, yes. Someone recently said to me how, like, in real life, there is a shock factor to me, but not on not the show.
Oh no, Oko is wild. Oko is a super wild card. You have no idea what's coming out of his mouth. He's always saying wild shit. You think I say wild shit? I just am a little bit more. Real life Corey and podcast Corey are relatively the same person.
That is very true.
They're like
That's very
pretty much
true.
the same person. Me on the internet and me in real life are really.
What you
really
see is what you
similar.
get.
What you see is what you get. This is
Yeah.
it.
Not always with me.
No.
No.
Different people get different sides. Cheers.
Very, very much so.
You should see when Oko is like not with the shits.
Oh, that's not pleasant.
Cheers to season 2.
Cheers.
We were doing this thing on the beach one day.
Oh, Lord.
And we were shooting this. I was trying to shoot a music video.
You did shoot one.
We started it.
Was that the one with the thing in there?
Yeah, the drone was in the
Yeah.
air and everything. We were doing it.
I was not happy that day.
Yeah, no, he was fine actually until like someone showed up to the shoot, and like when I tell you like Oko's energy went like it was bad. It was really.
And then I fucking stepped in tar.
Oh yeah, and then you stepped in some tar. But I mean, if you're like, I'm not having a good time, the world will give you a bad time. They'd be like, you want to spice it up a little bit.
It did that day.
It did. I was like, oh shit, with that tar.
But you did end it with Italian food.
Oh yeah, I did feed us. Yeah, I fed us to make it better.
Unbeknownst, I mean, I would have bucked and reared if you would have told me it was Italian.
Oko-
But it was just best to go in.
Oko loves to say he don't like some shit that he does not, that he has never tried. Oko loves to say that. He'd be like, that's not for me. I don't like that shit. For me, no, I'm not doing that. Then and I was like, oh, and he had felt this way about Italian food. That's where I'm getting to.
Yeah,
He
very
felt this
true.
way about Italian food. Like, oh my God, I don't like Italian food, but you don't like Italian food. What does that mean? There's so much Italian food. And he's like, I don't like Italian food. So then when we were going to eat afterwards and we were going to this Italian restaurant that we was going to because I was paying for it and I wanted Italian food. So I did not tell his ass
That's
that
very
it was an
true.
Italian restaurant. And he had a great time and loved the meal.
It was a good meal. It was a very good meal. I don't remember what we had, but I do remember like thinking, like, you know what, that was not that bad, Jesus.
I can't remember what we had any of the days where we
I mean, that was a couple years ago, so that feels like a long time ago. A lot of things have happened.
A lot of stuff has happened.
A lot of things.
I think I'm on my 3rd car since then.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, you've been on a lot of different things since then.
Yeah, third car, third apartment, third
third or
man.
fourth?
Third, what, apartment?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
since
feel
I
like
lived in
it's-
LA?
No, since then. Because you were my neighbor then.
Oh, yeah. So I've lived with you. I lived with, and that was after living, and I was living with you after I was living with my ex for a couple, like 2.5 minutes. Don't live with your exes, people. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But wait, he wasn't your ex when you were living with him, was he?
No.
Okay, well,
I lived with my boyfriend at the time.
that's it. Don't see you gotta.
Oh, I wouldn't.
clear that
Don't
up
live
the
with your
people.
fucking ex.
'Cause
That's
see,
a
I
don't.
can hear
That's
them
a
thinking, why was he staying with his ex?
no. He's my ex now.
Yeah.
And really became my ex quickly after living together. That was awful.
I mean,
was
I
really
met you
bad.
when you were in that relationship. What I remember is
That was really bad.
that was the ending of that, a beginning of a friendship between me and you. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't speak too much of it because I wasn't really participating in it.
Yeah.
But what I remember is you would have like certain days where you would go and stay at his place.
Sure.
So what I remember is like you feeding me and then saying, but I have to go to such and such house after this because it's my night to stay there.
Yeah. I moved out because it was not going to work if I had stayed there.
Right.
And realistically, it was not going to work at all.
No, I don't think so.
Which if I don't want to say if all your friends are telling you that you probably shouldn't do something, you should probably listen.
Maybe.
But if everyone is telling you the same thing, you keep hearing the same thing, maybe you should listen. If disparate parties are telling you similar things, then maybe you need to look in the motherfucking mirror or listen to what is being said.
That is true.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
This
Man bun is man bunning.
It is. It's good.
I'm liking it.
And
Blue hair. Okay. New season.
New season.
New. This is all new.
It is new. This is the first time I've had a full turban on, so
We got to go shoot a new intro.
yeah, we do, Lord. I guess I'll be wearing a turban giving you broke Erica Badu.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that today. Okay. So we're gonna have to go shoot this intro. We're gonna be doing the intro in this outfit. I'm pulling up one of these motherfucking cameras and we're gonna go shoot this intro. We're just gonna get this done.
Right. All right.
He was not happy about that.
No. So, so I wanted to keep it moving a little bit. I got 3 lists of artists that I want you to remove one from the list.
Okay, remove an artist from the list.
Yes, I'm going to name.
Is it based off of what I like or what does not fit?
These are all people that I think you like.
Oh, okay.
They're musicians. All right. So here are the first 3.
So I'm picking my favorite.
No, you're removing one.
Okay.
So kind of like your least.
My
What do you
least
think
favorite.
of it?
Okay.
So Drake, Tay Swift, SZA.
I'm removing one.
Yes.
I don't have to listen to their shit ever again.
Yeah. Take them off.
I guess it would be Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I guess it would be Taylor Swift. Realistically, of the 3 of them, I'm trying to think who I know the most music of. It's definitely Drake. Of the 3 of them, I know more Drake songs. I probably know the least SZA songs.
I believe that.
I probably only know like 4 or 5 SZA records.
And she's a star.
Oh, for sure.
She's a real star.
Just the music. I like more upbeat.
Yeah.
Ass shaking in the gym.
I call her a nursery rhymist. She's not my favorite lyric. I don't like her sound.
He calls her a ghetto nursery rhymist.
Hood nursery
Hood
rhymist.
nursery rhymist. I was like, let me
wasn't gonna
amend
even
that
say
a little bit. Like, he gave you the podcast version. Hood nursery rhymist.
Let me tell you about that. I don't want to hear that. It sounds like nursery rhyme. I am Sam. I am.
And I'm here for SZA. I'm super here for the success. Bitch is bad. Body, oddy.
Body, oddy,
But
oddy.
of the 3 of them, I definitely listen to her probably the least. Or Taylor Swift. I don't listen to either of them bitches. But Taylor Swift, I listened to one of her albums. And Taylor Swift has been around for longer.
Yeah, for sure. You mean with SZA and Drake?
Then SZA.
Yeah,
So
not
Taylor
Drake,
Swift
though.
and Taylor Swift and Drake have been around since the same time.
I was going to
They're
say,
about
I
the
don't
same
remember-
age.
Yeah,
too.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
He's
both
like 3
35.
years older. Maybe like 2 or 3.
How old is Drake?
Drake is like 37.
Okay, no, Taylor Swift's probably only like 34 or 5.
I'm 34. She's 35. She's born 89.
Yeah.
How old is Adele? I think I've asked that before, as I like to say,
Adele
she who
is-
shall not be named.
Adele is also. I still don't get that. I still don't get that. Adele is.
That was a funny moment there.
How old is Adele? Adele's probably like 35 or 6 as well.
I feel like Adele, I think she's like 88, 89, something like that, born.
Drake is in the news because Drake just dropped his diss track.
He did.
Drake has dropped a diss track against Kendrick Lamar.
Called Push-Ups.
Called Push-Ups.
Do you like it?
Okay, I'm gonna say this about Drake. Drake does diss records, but Drake makes his diss records kind of like bops. Like Drake diss records, you kind of like. I almost forget that they're diss records.
I've heard that. I've heard that argument from people today that Drake make diss records that you can throw ass to.
You want to play a Drake record, diss record you want to play in the club. Like Drake will make a diss record that is hot.
Which in a way, I kind of think
It's smarter, probably.
To a degree, but I think that it's also like disses weren't supposed to be to throw ass to. It's to get your target. It's to throw shade. It's to let the rapping okay, I'm calling you out.
Sure, but if you turn it into
I don't hate it.
But if you turn it into a club banger, you're gonna get a bag.
I understand.
They're gonna run it up in club.
I do think that.
Now Drake.
But what if you don't write them?
If you don't write the club banger?
Well, if you don't write the diss, because that one push-ups, 3 other people wrote it. It ain't Drake.
Oh, are there other people on the track?
I do my research, honey. 3 people.
3. Tea spilled hot piping.
3 people.
Drake with the ghostwriters. But you know what? Realistically, Drake has beefs with Meek Mill.
They say right now he got a whole hurl of ghostwriters today.
Drake.
Writing another.
Drake. So we gonna get his ass.
Oh, yeah, they right. He hired them bitches.
Drake.
Walmart salary.
Drake is an interesting
That's
one.
not nice. I should not have said Walmart salary.
Drake got his, what's it called? Drake had a beef with Meek Mill a long time ago at this point. Back when Meek was like with Nicki.
Yeah, what was that about? Because weren't they friends?
Well, they were, but then Meek had come for Drake for the ghostwriters. And that was, I think, like 10 years ago. Wow. Drake and Meek Mill beef was 10 years ago, bitch.
Yeah, I think it was
2014. That sounds right. It's 2024.
Nothing about him.
I think that was like 10 years ago. And Drake has beefed with a couple people. When Drake was beefing with who was back to back? Oh, I don't know. Back to back. That was another hot one. I think that might have been.
Was that Pusha T?
Maybe.
It could have been Pusha T.
Maybe it was Pusha T.
Because that was the whole thing.
But that record was hot. That was another record that was like a hot record. Like some people put out diss records, and yeah, like it's burns. But is the record that hot? Drake got something that's Drake gonna make some money off that record.
Drake is gonna make some money off that record.
Drake's gonna make some money off that record.
It also feels like with Drake. Well, can I just say, because there are a lot of things that came out. We're gonna talk about his little thing with Kendrick, because we've mentioned J. Cole last episode or whenever.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Kendrick too, but I want to mention the funniest one was that little beef that he had for a moment with Rick Ross.
Everybody and their mom is in a rap beef right now.
Rick
and
Ross,
catching strays.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
catching strays.
That's what the fuck is happening. Everybody catching strays. So like
strays.
Like
kudos to J. Cole, because he backed out. He said this is above me.
J. Cole said it was the worst thing he ever put out.
It's above me.
He said this is the worst thing I ever put out. But J. Cole dropped a 7-minute diss track.
Yeah, and then took it back. He said I'm biracial and I know peace and I'm Def Comedy Jam.
I don't know. I mean, J. Cole's of J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. Realistically, it's not even a competition because Drake don't write shit. Realistically. Drake is probably the most commercially successful of the three, but I mean, Kendrick has a Pulitzer.
Yeah, commercially success depending upon what context.
Oh yeah, they're all commercially successful.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Drake is probably putting up the most numbers. Streams, listeners, album sales.
Kendrick as like avant-garde, which I think is fair.
I've been listening to Kendrick Lamar for a really long time.
I will say, because I want to keep it on Drake, but I will say that for me, because I love a good storyteller, I can ride with Kendrick's storytelling in a way that if he paints a picture, he can dig when he needs to. I feel like with Drake, I always feel like Drake is trying to be popular. I don't feel like Kendrick is trying to be popular.
Kendrick is not trying to be popular.
And I wouldn't even
Kendrick's never been trying.
He is popular.
That Big Steppers, that last album he put out.
Oh God. I'm not mad at how much I hated that song that you like. We were fighting with his girlfriend.
Can't stop, when they was yelling at each other?
Could not stand that.
I really like that record. It is toxic. I really like that though. I was playing that shit in my car. I
hated it.
I was bumping that shit in my car.
I didn't hate it, but I thought it was problematic and kind of toxic.
Cry when I laugh, whatever.
And then in the video, he fucked her after.
Yeah.
We had a whole. We didn't have a podcast then. We did have a whole conversation
about that. That was like right before the podcast.
And then he also had like a transphobic line that we talked about that I was a little upset with.
Yeah, like
so I don't think Kendrick always gets it right, but I feel like for me sonically,
I don't think Kenny always gets it right either.
Yeah, no, I think for me sonically he is the one, and I love.
I don't
his
really
style.
like the Metro Boomin Future.
What's
interesting to me is just all these niggas know each other. And then this Drake record is throwing Drake was like, fuck all you niggas. He said you bitches are broke. That's what Drake said.
Was he? Oh.
Drake said, because I got the Push Up record in my 2024 playlist because it's hot. The song is hot.
How many minutes is it?
Huh?
How many minutes is this song?
Maybe 2.5, 3.
Oh,
like
okay.
like a regular song. Like a modern song.
So I was thinking it was long like J. Cole and what you call them. Because they had long ones.
Yeah, they did have long ones. I don't like Drake. Drake is cool. The record is hot. He's Pip Squeak Pipe Down. That's funny.
So
Because Kendrick Lamar ain't but 5 foot whatever.
That's true.
He's pretty short.
I mean,
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny only to have somebody possibly come out with a diss that they talk about your bad parenting.
No, I gotta cut that out. I gotta cut that out.
But
that is me with work now.
Yeah,
I gotta go do.
Cut it out. But no, I don't. But yeah,
put it in the notes that I cut that out.
Yeah. Just that one line. It ain't much.
Put it in the notes. But there is a cutout.
Cut that out.
Around 15 minutes, somewhere around there.
I remember. But yeah, I am excited about. Okay, I have 2 more because this one I wanted to hear. So remember, 3 people take one away. Onika, I know what you're gonna say. Onika, I want to change it, but I did it. Onika, Beyonce, Rihanna. Get rid of one.
Bye, Nikki.
This one I'm interested in because I feel like you like each.
It's by Nicki, but it's really by Nicki, not because of the.
Not because of the bobs.
Not because of the bobs.
No way, Jose.
It's because of her.
I know that. I
it's
always
not
know
because
that.
of the bobs. Because
It's
Nicki, you
not the
got bobs,
bobs.
girl. Nicki, you got bobs.
I want to be clear
because
about
everybody, these bitches fuck everybody. That shit's in my 24. That's in my 24 playlist too.
I've always said, like when we have talked about her on this podcast, I've always tried to like bring that angle of. She have a lot of bops. I also will say that seeing the Black Gaze film at this Gag City tour, I could not have imagined that in 2006 as a 16-year-old. It's just like when you see the videos and the tweets where like high booty children who are free with nails and all in a way that I couldn't.
Were these niggas not at the Beyonce concert?
Not like that. I never felt like Beyonce had that type of. I always say to you,
you didn't feel like Beyonce had the high middle of the back booty niggas with the nails on at the concert.
Like a conglomerate
Were you not there where all the silver was sold out in Los Angeles?
You had better seats than me, so maybe you saw better looking people.
That's fair.
That is very
fair.
fair.
That is fair.
Where I was at, it was a conglomerate of all type of people: white people, beige.
Oh no,
everybody. Like
everybody
I wasn't in that. Like. I wasn't in that. So when I see photos, I always feel like Nicki, one of her things, and one of her legacies to me will be that Black gay men really, really fucking rock with her.
I feel like Beyonce.
I think they're all the bars.
I feel like Beyonce made, like going to a concert was a thing. And I've seen Beyonce before. But before Renaissance, like literally niggas went out to go buy outfits to go to Renaissance.
Okay.
That is a specific thing to do.
Right.
You might get dressed up to go to a concert. You might look cute. But people literally were like, no, I have to go buy a new outfit.
Yeah, we did. You did.
Everyone did. Everyone did. There was the millions of new outfits were purchased to go see Beyonce on tour.
Lots of silver in this city.
You know what I mean?
Like it was find silver in Los Angeles.
Like changed the whole game. So now I feel like, now mind you, at the same time, the Taylor Swift girls do the bracelet things, the friendship bracelets or whatever. That's like,
and there was a lot of to be fair to Tay-Tay, there was a lot of Swifties around when she had those. Because remember, she was her first in Beyonce. So because I'm a commuter
in LA.
Yeah. Meaning like weeks apart.
I think Taylor Swift's tour started before Beyonce.
Yeah, but I mean like they were like literally weeks apart. Like she was here the first 2 weeks and then Beyonce came.
Yeah.
So because I'm a commuter, I would see the different people. And they had a shuttle for Taylor. We talked about this in real life too. They had a shuttle for Taylor where you could get off the trains here in Los Angeles and go to SoFi Stadium. They did not have that for Beyonce.
Taylor might have cut that check herself.
I could see that too. I'm not saying it in the way that I think it was on her, but I do think optically, of course, like the black woman, it makes sense to me. It wasn't shocking.
Taylor Swift's tour made $1 billion.
Good for her.
That's a lot of money. Like that's blowing like even like whatever you feel about Taylor Swift, whatever you feel about anything, no one's tour has ever made $1 billion. U2, the old white people, anyone, none of them have ever made $1 billion on tour. Taylor Swift is doing something.
I have a question. Like,
yeah.
Wait, one last one. Ice Spice, Pony, or Meg Thee Stallion. Get rid of one of them.
Someone's gotta go.
Yeah.
Ice Spice gotta go.
Bye, Isis. Go on, honey.
I'm sorry, Isis. I like you a lot.
You do like Isis.
I do like Isis. There's me being Isis on the internet
That is very true.
to the tune of hundreds of thousands of views. But
Is that with the wig I gave you?
yes, it
Hilarious.
is. I called Oko and I was like, I covered this Ice Spice record.
true.
You got a wig? Can I borrow
Very
one?
true. And I was
then-
Rick James for Christmas
and
for
then-
Halloween.
Yeah, I used Oko's Rick James wig for my Ice Spice rooftop shoot.
That is funny. I feel like that was so long ago.
It was about a year ago.
It could be longer to me. It
No,
does
it was
not
about
feel
a
like
year
that was
ago.
recent.
It was about a year ago.
But
My brother's wedding was a year ago. Now
That
they got a
was.
kid.
Sweet. My birthday twin. Yes,
yes,
I love
birthday
that. I always
twins.
think of that. Okay, Taylor.
Tay-Tay.
What do you think about the album? Have you listened? I have not.
I did not listen to Taylor Swift's entire album. I would not listen to anyone's 30 tracks.
30. Okay, child, please. Not her
31
for
tracks
sure.
of Taylor Swift? No, I'm good. Realistically, maybe if it was 31 tracks of like that 2014 Taylor Swift with like the Shake It Off and the Harry Styles, and maybe I could have listened to that. I would have listened to that probably. But like just like Taylor Swift kind of like doing like it's kind of like depressing folk girl in the tub music. I don't get it.
In the tub.
It's not I don't know, it's not really
In
for
the
me.
tub, honey.
It's not
with
really
no
for me.
soap.
It's not really my
But
favorite.
she don't wear. I don't think she bathes that very
I'm
much.
not saying that.
I don't
Taylor
give a
Swift,
shit.
I think
I don't
you
think
probably
Taylor
shower.
Swift.
I believe that
Nah.
you shower.
Nah.
I think that you're a cool songwriter.
She pat that pussy every once in a while.
So shut up. I fucking care. Oh man.
Get a huggy or get a little
now
diaper
Taylor
wipe.
Swift isn't gonna feature me on her song.
No,
because
she's
the Swifties
not.
is gonna see this in rip into stress. They're not gonna let
Taylor,
that
he
happen.
likes Toddy.
I think
That didn't get her
Todrick's
a good
cool.
grace. He don't pay his bills, but he like him.
I like Todrick. He's got a couple of what's that song? Todrick. Okay.
Todrick
Lil-
threw a party. You know what? Why am I
Todrick
doing
threw a
this?
party. Why didn't we go?
I would not go.
Why didn't you
But
invite? Why'd you tell me about it? I
heard
would have
about it
went.
after the fact.
Oh.
But Todrick,
I would've went.
Todrick
Maybe.
threw a
Probably not.
party.
Probably not.
After going on, Lord, why am I doing this in season 2? Todrick threw a party. This is Crown Royal. Todrick threw a party after posting a GoFund that his parents' house had burnt down or something.
Okay.
And that they need the money, help my mama and my dad or my cousins and them. Don't quote me. It was somebody in his family very close. Obviously, he didn't have the money.
My cousins will know.
He then threw a lavish party, like a goodbye party, because he's moving to London. I suppose they got a High Booty Queen musical
I don't know, but
or
Tyler.
American Idol.
High Booty Queen.
I don't know what offers he's getting.
I imagine
'cause he's
that
no
it's,
Sam Smith.
I imagine that it's cheaper.
It's very. I'm sure
I
the West
imagine that
End,
it's a little bit cheaper.
the low bottom.
Not Tyler. What's his name?
Toddy.
Toddy gives me. Toddy gives me white men. So Toddy gives white men. If I'm gonna be 100%,
But
so it's
Toddy,
probably
here's what's funny though. So Toddy threw a party, lavish party, only for on another podcast. They called him out. He know the host. T.S. Madison has a podcast. So she was talking about him with her co-host, and he called. He texted while they were on the show, and he says, "So I hear you guys talking about me." And he cleared the record, and he said that all the shit that he had been bragging about at the party was given and donated. So the GoFund is still up. Help my mama and them.
my mama and them.
And this lavish party is a going away party because they got a High Booty Queen musical in London that I am up for. And everything that was there, all the booze, all the cake, and the chicken was free.
I mean, do I believe that?
I don't believe shit comes out Todrick Hall's mouth. Not his veneers,
I can't wait to get my
not his
veneers
BBL.
done. You know, I've been talking
I
about.
think he's, no.
No, I don't think Tyler has it. I don't think Toddy has it. Toddy didn't have that middle of the back ass booty since he was broke. I remember I was watching.
I can see Toddy
I was
having a
watching.
little gut and getting something. I think that booty done had some pumps.
I was watching.
What am I doing?
I was watching this episode of.
What am I doing?
I
on
was
this
watching.
show?
I was watching the season of American Idol where I haven't seen maybe one season of American Idol. I've seen maybe like 4 or 5
See,
consecutive
I was
episodes.
raised on American Idol.
I was not.
I watched
And
every season until Jordan Sparks.
I watched that season with Todrick Hall. Jordan Sparks was on. Jordan Sparks was
Wasn't that the same season?
no.
Jordan and Toddy weren't the same season?
No, Todrick Hall's season must have been like 2010. 9, 8,
But
9,
I didn't
10.
really watch that one then.
Jordan
'cause I
Sparks
was
would
kinda old.
Jordan Sparks' season was like probably like 4, 5, or 6. 2004, 5, or 6. Because I think I was in the 5th grade, 4th grade, 6th grade when Jordan Sparks was on a Hangman. And I literally, the game Hangman?
Right.
And I learned to play the game Hangman with the name Jordan Sparks. And Jordan Sparks.
So you think she was like 6?
Like 2006?
Kelly was one, the big one, the Velvet Teddy Bear, Ruben Studdard was
2.
number 2. I forget, Fanny was 3.
Was Fanny 3?
Fanny was right after Ruben. I remember that vividly. I don't know 4 or 5.
Which one was Clay Aiken?
He did not win. He was a runner-up to Ruben.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Which
was
was
a big
Carrie
deal.
Underwood?
Carrie could have been like 5. She was before Jordan, I think.
I think so too.
I think she was. Not far.
But Jordan Sparks Jordan Sparks would have had to been on American Idol in like 2007.
And did she win? I'm blanking.
Yeah, she won.
And what, I like that No Air song.
Yeah, I think that's like 2007. Yep,
Yeah, I like that No Air song.
What did it say? What's the internet say?
I'm looking.
He looking, people.
What else do you like by Jordan Sparks?
Jordan Sparks, other songs I like by Jordan Sparks. She got No Air. Jordan Sparks is the last song with Whitney Houston that she ever recorded.
Yes, Sparkle.
Sparkle. Mm-hmm. I was about to start singing $1 Million Bill. The wrong song. Sparkle.
Oh, A Keys wrote that one.
That's like the same time frame, right?
Kind of.
Maybe like the next summer.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. Season 1 was Kelly. Season 2 was Ruben. 3 was Fantasia. 4 was Carrie Underwood. 5 was Taylor Hicks. That was 06.
Is that the guy from Daughtry?
No, Daughtry is Chris Daughtry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was season 6. He was like a bluegrass, had salt and pepper hair. He was a white guy.
I remember.
07 was Jordan Sparks.
It was 2007. Okay, I thought it was 2007. I was
08 was David Cook. I remember David.
Because it was the 2 Davids.
Yeah, 09. Let me tell. 09 was Chris Allen. And remember, I think Chris Allen was the one
It was up against Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert, yes. Yep. Now, this is when I lost it, I guess. Because I don't know these names.
Because who the fuck is Chris, what's his name? Because everybody know who Adam Lambert is.
They did. We ain't seen him lately.
Adam Lambert tours with Queen.
Still?
Maybe it's Queen.
I feel like a couple years ago I would say he's relevant. I ain't heard of him in a while.
I mean, I haven't
since
either.
2020.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. I guess 2020 was like a long time ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Last 2. So, and you don't know him, and I definitely don't. Number 10, season 10 was Lee Dweezy. I don't know what that is.
You know I don't.
And number 10, season 10.
I wanted to know. I wanted you to be like, you don't know him, and I don't either. And I wanted to know him, but I didn't.
And then the last one, another one was Scott McCreery. So that's it. I watched from season 1 up until Chris Allen 09. So I watched the first 9 seasons.
Todrick must have been, if not that 09 season, 2010. Because I think that's why I know that what's his name won. I think it was probably that season with Chris and Adam. It's probably that one because I feel like I've only watched one season of American Idol. Or if I didn't, that must have been the end of it when it was the Chris and whoever the fuck, and Todrick must have been the beginning of the next season. One or the other, but those were like the same. Those were like the same time. I'm living in the same house. The memories in the same apartment, same house with my parents. With my mama.
It looked like Toddy was on season 9.
That was the one with...
Yeah, I think that was...
the same one.
Yeah, I believe so. See, I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't look at it like that. Yeah. All right, so that was that.
Reality shows get people popular. I want to do one.
Yeah, you do. I don't.
I want to do one. Last year, I made it to the last round of casting on a reality show.
Yes, you did. I remember.
And I was like... And it was a show that I like. I'm not going to say it because they might cast me next season.
They might.
But... I made it to the last round of casting, made through 4 or 5 interviews, XYZ, and did this thing with all these executives and everybody. And I'm not going to say what show it is, but the show came out and they have a guy on the show named Corey.
Oh, wow.
It's like, I think a gay guy from LA.
Really?
Corey.
Is he black?
I think so. It's like Quory.
Well, that's why they couldn't pick both of y'all.
Yeah, I really think that's what it was.
Go with the other one.
Literally, I think that's what it was.
That's funny.
Because I should have got cast on that show.
Right.
I was pretty sure. I was like, I think they like me.
Right.
But I'm gonna be on a reality show. I think I can see that coming because I think I'd be fun on a reality show.
So I went to Florida for a week.
We love that.
First thing I did when I got there was greeted with my grandmother.
You did go to Florida for a week. Yes.
I was greeted with my grandmother telling me that she had made the seasoning.
I got my seasoning. Yes, I do. I had been saving the remnants of my last bottle of seasoning, waiting for the next bottle of seasoning. Right. So now I've completed the first bottle of seasoning because I have my new bottle of seasoning.
Very nice.
Yes, and I'm now ready to start on my second bigger bottle.
She was it is bigger. She was very excited about letting me know that it had been made. She said to me one day in there, "Don't you forget, this was like a Wednesday. I didn't leave it till Saturday. Don't forget Corey's in your season." I said, if I forget it, he's fine. Corey could cook.
No, I will not be fine.
He's fine.
I need my seasoning. The fuck?
But what was also interesting about the trip was, and this is just like not a somber thing, but it is a little interesting. I want to just give space to it. It was interesting for me because it was the first time to go back without my grandmother, my other grandmother. So it was the first time where, and you never know with life how you get into positions until you're in them.
Sure.
Or you never know the truth that you're living until you sit down and look.
Sure.
So I remember like getting there, and I woke up one of those mornings after, and I looked around, and it was my father, and it was his mother, my grandmother. And then I thought, it like hit me, because I don't have a close relationship with my mother.
What time is it?
It is, no, you're fine. It is 4:26.
Okay.
So I looked around and I recognized that, like, it was just a paternal side. So it was a little hard for me to have to like deal with the gravity that the maternal side of my life right now, with the grandmother dead,
Yeah.
with the mother who, even though we don't necessarily have too much strain, we're not that close.
Sure.
It was very, very interesting of how did I get here? And like, who am I? It was like real thing.
In this new setup.
In this new setup, a person like me who really values the female Black woman energy,
Yeah.
how could I actually live in an existence where a mother and a grandmother are not present?
Well, I think it's interesting because you had like I think it's interesting because like you had a relatively like distant or recently rekindled relationship with Florida. And then almost as quickly as it rekindled,
My grandmother passed.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
So I think like even just like how you navigate being at home and in that environment, what it was already new. It was already now it's already taking. Now it's taking like another like seismic shift.
Very true.
So I think like there'll probably be like a little bit of still like ironing out what going home to Florida looks like, feels like.
That's it. What it feels like. That's the key.
Feels like what
What it
that
feels
what
like,
what that is, its necessity or lack thereof, whichever. Because you're very LA. I like that you're not from LA because LA bitches got problems.
Right.
So I think like the Florida is very grounding actually. But I definitely
Literally, it's very flat too.
that too.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Like I go to Florida, and my relationship with Florida is very specific. My grandparents are there.
Yeah.
At some point, if my grandparents aren't there, if I'm in Daytona, that would be weird. I don't know. It would be different. I'd have a new relationship with Florida, a new relationship with these concepts. So I think that's normal.
Yeah, it felt like it was just an awakening. It was almost like recognizing that again, you don't. And I'll say this, it also made me have to feel for the first time, because when I am here in my life, I have friends, I have love.
You do.
I have a lot of love.
Abundant. 1 second.
It's a time.
I'll call him.
I have a lot of things. So for me, Florida feels, so here feels different. So I got back there and I recognized, and I had to feel in truthfulness, Corey, how hard the year had been for me. How hard it had been. Because as you know, last year I went and my grandmother was alive.
Yeah.
And it was like you said, it was a rekindling of kind of getting back into the swing because I had grown up and could present myself to the people that I love the most, a version of myself that I really, really, really am proud of. And then it felt this time like literally being disjointed at the knees. I would wake up and be like, okay, take a step, because it was something, there's been something missing in my life for the last months.
You got to rebuild a little bit differently. Like
You do.
It's
You
got
do.
to.
I do.
You got to rebuild a little bit differently.
I do.
Because there is something that is missing.
There is something that's missing. So I think that it was just giving myself the permission to feel bad for myself. Not that life is bad, but giving myself the permission to grieve that I had a grandmother who told me, as you know, because you were there. I mean, I will say in all honesty that it was our friendship, and there were people who I could literally go and be very vulnerable, and that's not always easy for me. As you know, like I can be vulnerable and tell the truth, but you and I have wept over my grandmother's passing.
Of course.
Wept literally, and I appreciate that. But it was just like, okay, I get to lay in this bed and be a little sad. Be a little sad because it's been a fucking long and quick 365 days.
Sure.
And in all of that, we've created this.
A lot has changed.
And I've met beautiful new friends. So it's like there are gives and takes with life, but that was my thing. So I think my in conclusion is that in conclusion, I will say for myself, it is, and I can't stress this enough, that if you have a grandmother or a parent that you love, go see them a little more.
Go see them more.
Go see them more, because I promise you, and this is not just talk, there will come a day where you look at your phone and it's not there. And that is something that makes you weep at times. It takes your breath away. It's no words for it. So I will say that. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, Oko.
Of course.
So a couple days ago, Oko and I had a super awesome guest in the studio.
We did.
And let's cut to it. All right. And Oko and I had our guest Teamarrr in the studio. She's this dope artist.
Fabulous.
She's fabulous.
Thank you for coming.
Her art is so cool. Like the stuff that she makes is so absolutely wonderful. And she came into the studio to talk with us and talk about music and talk about life. And so welcome to our interview with Teamarrr, and thank you for tuning into season 2 of Late Nights with Oko.
Thank you guys so much.
Oko bitches, because
Ciao.
we're back.
See you guys next
with
week.
The heat. If you've never seen the show, and T will fill you in a little bit too. So me and Oko we sat in my kitchen during the pandemic. We were new neighbors, and we were just talking a lot of shit, and just and talking about the world, realizing that two gay guys, two black guys who are really kind of similar, essentially, they come off as similar, we're actually really very different. And the conversation was just really interesting. We were like, we should do a podcast. And a couple years later, here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
20-something episodes.
24 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's been really crazy. It's been really crazy.
Pretty nice.
It's been super cool. It was right around then I actually started listening to you. So right around in the 2019, 2020 era, during the pandemic. And I'm a huge fan, Teamarrr.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan. We have Teamarr in the house, y'all.
Give it up for
make some
Teamarr,
noise
honey.
for Teamarr, okay? Super dope artist.
Teamarr with three R's.
Yes, because I'm really, really robbed.
There we go. Perfection.
I love that.
Very, very talented dancer. I feel like you're directing a lot of these music videos.
I help.
I'm a huge the vision. I feel like I come from the Beyonce school of thought, which is just have a camera on and make the visuals fire. And I feel like you have a similar train of thought.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, how many music videos have you done? Because
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
They're so dope.
Yeah, thank you. They're really fun. I like telling stories.
Yeah.
James Bland, the director of the first few, he really gets me. He really was able to take my story and put it to this Insecure type theme vibe.
Yeah.
Of style of editing and shooting. It's really dope. Yeah.
It's really cool.
They look very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
And not only is Teamarrr dope for coming on the show, she came on the show what's it called? 420. It is a national holiday, people. It is a holiday. I did not realize when we were scheduled that it was on the 20th. I was just like, I was Saturday. I was like, oh shit. So thank you, because this is one of my favorite holidays.
Oh really?
So thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to spend a little bit of time
honey.
to hang out with us. Do you like weed?
I have an interesting relationship with it. I'm just trying to not be the best of friends with her.
Okay.
But, yeah, she's cool.
Okay, because I've heard her in your music.
Yeah, she's cool.
You want to be her. Yeah, you want to be acquainted.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be her bestie.
I don't want to be her bestie no more.
I get that.
She kind of, Yeah.
No, so we used to live in LA, and now we've moved. Now, where are you living?
We moved back to Massachusetts for a temporal break and a reset because I don't know, LA was getting kind of dull, lonely.
Sure.
Life was kind of getting dull, lonely, and I just felt like I need to be around my family because I don't know, it was just getting weird.
Need a recharge.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
getting weird out here.
That's the thing. How long had you been out here?
Like 6 years.
And when did you leave? Like during the pandemic?
No, I left like what was February, like a couple months ago.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Well, you
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Bring the mic a little closer to you. Oko.
Me?
Yeah.
I just left.
And so because I know those winters in Boston. I'm from New York as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so like I know those winters in Boston.
I hate it so much. Oh my God, you look out the window, it's spring and then there's snow outside. You're like, what the hell is the point of this?
Yeah.
Has it been real cold this winter?
It's been
Spring?
It's been, it's been Massachusetts.
Because we ain't been that sunny either.
No, we really haven't.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I just read that that we this year have gotten more rain than Seattle.
And it was crazy because when I first moved here, there was like the drought where like you couldn't take long showers, and there was California had all
Yes,
these
that was a
signs
big deal,
everywhere,
yes.
like we don't get enough rain, so please
Yes.
be conservative with your water.
Couldn't water your
usage.
yards at a certain time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember moving here.
It was
and
like
that's-
2016.
That was crazy.
I'm here for like the rain isn't. I think because out here the air in LA is kind of dirty. And I think it's
Yeah.
because it doesn't rain here. Because
And we're all smoky.
you like have a car and it just like it sits outside for a week and it's just got like soot and
Yeah.
shit all over it.
True.
And this is not the case in other places.
Right.
It's not like this. It's something in the air. So I'm kind of here for it raining in LA a little bit more often.
Yeah, gives us our cars a nice car wash. Everyone here needs a car wash.
No, yeah, my shit is dusty right now.
Everyone here does need a car
Yeah.
wash. That is true.
Everyone's always flexing.
Now, what kind of are you working on? I'm assuming you're always working on new music.
Yes.
Yes.
I was in the studio yesterday. I wrote this cool, cheeky little tune. But my project that I'm working on now should be coming out this summer.
Okay.
And it's just called Kitty Cat. And it's just like little puns on meow and purr and
Okay.
kitty. I don't know. It's just like me trying to like come out as just like a rapper and also
Okay.
just less like, I don't know. I'm always like mad in the music. I want to sound a little more fun and a little more just like,
A little more playful, maybe.
maybe like just rap. Just like rap. Just a rap girl, my rap girl era.
My rap girl era.
Yeah.
Okay, most definitely. Because I love to play around with genres and music, and it's fun like to jump around. I really respect like the Beyoncés and even maybe like the Taylors, who kind of their sound changes.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
and so what is it? What's the music you listen to?
Lately,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of international stuff, but usually it's like just like Drake, some of like my friends, like me, myself, a couple of my other artist friends, and yeah, old stuff like back in the day stuff.
You like push-ups?
Push-ups?
Drake's new track.
Oh
new
yeah,
diss
I
record?
think he's very clever.
He is clever.
Yeah.
I feel like Drake will make his diss song hot. Like it's like something you kind of
Wanna
want, like you kind of want to
listen to in
listen
the
to. Like
club.
the record's hot.
He's really good at life.
Do you think Kendrick is going to make a diss? Like, is he going to respond?
I mean,
I don't
he
know.
should.
I feel like,
'Cause he just got bodied by a singing nigga.
yeah, I don't know. This is,
Did he get bodied? No, finish.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he was having fun. Like they're having fun. I don't know if Kendrick's gonna find everything fun anymore, but it seemed fun.
It
like,
did seem fun.
So hopefully it can stay fun.
Yeah, I was like, but I feel like this new school rap beef is different. It's like,
But these are old school rappers.
but it's like niggas with like their nails done and their cornrows with barrettes you know.
Hey, the times are
Listen,
times.
Butch-
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here. I'm here for it.
Right,
Like
yeah,
I'm here
Pimps
for
had
it.
the perms, then the
Butch Queens know how to
braids.
fight.
Yeah.
They know how to fight.
Oh, I'm excited. Oko, so the way that our show generally works is I do a lot of the post production and like the mechanics of the show, and
Okay.
Oko really is in charge of what we talk about
Okay, cool.
generally.
Usually.
So
Yes, let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to do some icebreakers.
Okay, cool. I love
Uh,
icebreakers.
Nice. What, and this is for both of you guys, and then I'll answer too. What's the best concert or festival you've been to?
I went to Gov Ball, and I think that was the first festival that I went to, like, as a person and not an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really fun. I had a lot of fun as a guest, but I had the most fun as an artist. But I had a lot of fun as a guest, and I don't really like crowded places and stuff like that. So.
Right. What city was that in?
New York,
Oh, nice.
NYC, Gov Ball. That shit was fun.
Who was some of the artists?
That Ashmiko girl.
Oh, Ashniko's fun.
Yeah, Duckworth. Smino. Was it Kendrick? Was it Kendrick? Yeah, it was Kendrick. He did the big thing he did or whatever. Was that Vegas? Maybe it was Vegas. I don't know. It's a blur now, but
Right.
it was fun.
What about you, Corey?
My favorite like show I've been to, or like
Or concert, whichever
Concert.
concert or festival.
Okay, I went to Made in America one year
Oh, nice.
with Beyonce and The Weeknd were headlining.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
And
What year was that?
There, maybe like 2015.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And so and the lineup was lit because it was Beyonce, The Weeknd, Big Sean, Future, J. Cole, mad people.
Oh,
It was a pretty good like it was a
Good
pretty good
lineup.
like before like they all like were like massive
Right.
like they were still like
Right,
yeah,
right.
before they were all like the biggest people. Like I was like, oh, this is a cool show. That was a really good time actually.
No, mine would be in 2011. I went to Prince's concert here at the Forum,
Oh, wow.
and that's when he was doing that 25 concert a day, like 25 days for
Oh,
$25.
wow.
He did it in New York. He also did it in LA, and the one that I went to, Shaka Khan was his opener, and Whitney Houston came on stage.
Wow.
And Whitney was there within a year of that. I was 21. It was Cinco de Mayo. And I remember at that moment, I knew it was big, but looking back on it 13 years
Yeah.
later, it is like,
That's incredible.
it's just a moment. It's like, whoa.
History. You got like a little pocket of history in your
Yes.
memories.
And it was the old Forum, so they hadn't like fixed it up. It was very janky.
Wow.
Prince was religious. So there were like songs that he would not sing because he was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, wow.
So when like Do Me Baby came on, he put the mic out to the audience. And
Wow.
niggas who know all the Prince's words, just they took it away.
They sang it for him.
Yeah, they said, "We got you, Prince."
I'm sure they took. I'm just
When doves
Wow.
cry.
interesting.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was very nice. You know what? What would you title your biography?
I don't know, like a little bit of tea and then some.
I know that's right.
That's a good one.
I love that.
What would I title my biography? Chronicles of an adult child. Chronicles of a. I don't know. Chronicles of an X-list celebrity. Chronicles of, I don't know, something like that. At the present moment, that's what I want. Something funny like that, probably.
I think I would do like chicken, love and light, because that's kind of where I am stuck between always wanting to eat
Okay.
and trying to give love, but also be light.
Okay, okay.
Chicken, love, and light. I like that.
It's like that.
It's
chicken
funny,
noodle-
and
chicken noodle
it could be
soup.
some sprinkle, something else. I mean, you never know what you're going to get.
True.
Right. So I was doing a little bit of reading about you, and so I'm religious. Like I come from-
28 years and 28 hair colors.
Say it again.
That's what I'd call it right now.
20 what now?
28 years and 28 hair colors.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe that's what I do.
That's good.
Because
like that.
and it would be about
You
the
know what?
love.
That could even be that you could be 40 saying that too.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like
know?
yeah. So I was raised religious, and I read that you had a religious background.
Yes.
So I love when I have a connection with people who know what it is like to go to church
Yes.
every other day, child,
Yes.
or every Sunday.
Every Sunday,
Or-
Saturday, Thursday.
Yes, Jesus loves
Wednesday.
me.
Yes, the Bible tells me so.
Amen. Can I ask you what denomination?
I don't know if we called it that. I think
Okay.
they just said that they're believers. They believe in the Word of God.
Okay.
And we're just believers. Like they didn't want to be called. Well, they just didn't believe in that.
You have any favorite gospel artists?
No.
Don't listen to it.
No, I don't have a favorite. I've listened
got
to
it.
a few, but I don't think I know them by name. You know who actually? There's this one guy, Crew. Crew. I think it's just Crew now.
Got it.
CRU from Rhode Island. He makes really dope gospel music.
Nice.
Yeah, I like him.
You know what I found? Like I've started going to church with a friend lately,
Okay.
and I won't mention the church because I don't want. I'm finna shade him a little bit, so I don't want to say what church. But we got guests. Be nice. But the church. So I was raised Baptist, so I'm used to double clapping and hallelujah and songs where you have a choir, a verse, a vamp,
Okay.
and nowadays even with black churches, they're all singing white.
Really?
It's a very I think they're calling it
Like hymns?
no, not hymns. Like that could be black, but I mean like non-denominational. Like it's a very strange thing. So there's this very big church here in LA full of beautiful millennials, black, and when I tell you they are doing some bad singing,
It's bad.
oh, they're doing some bad singing.
Oh no.
I told my friend, I said, tell me when the preacher come on. Because I want to come
Not
like a
the
moment.
preacher.
I want to come like a moment before he come on.
That's crazy.
The only thing that I thought was kind of cool, and I wasn't a church. I spent some time in some churches, but I don't really want to say that. I can't really say I was like a big church person. That doesn't seem accurate. I feel like my parents flirted with the idea in between their non-secular activities. And so like,
Jade his parents.
well, you know, whatever.
Oh,
like, but it's-
non-secular
like I had some times where we
What you
went
trying
to
to say
church more
about your
often
mama
than
and your
didn't.
daddy?
I'm a little lit. What the? Like, but the music was the only part. At one point, we went to like a large church, and that was the only part that was really kind of cool. Was like the little rock concert or the actual concert choreographed light show like
Wow.
show in the fucking middle of the service. That was always fun.
Y'all are spoiled. I got get a bunch of chairs, put them in an aisle, put them, get in someone's house, like
Storefront.
yeah, some like run down building. We just put a bunch of chairs and make a hallway, make an aisle in the middle, make a little podium on the desk. Yeah, but now my family went to a church that's like still like a rented out building, but it's like at least they have church pews.
Okay.
Or chairs that were like consistent, not all different chairs, and I don't know.
I feel like we tried an Episcopalian church.
They have choirs, but it's just like a bunch of
Baptist church.
Yeah, like
Girls.
singing. Like I'm just like I need some good old singing, and I want to feel the spirit. I want to feel like
Yeah.
I like to be convicted. Like
the
I'm
music
not.
isn't
yeah.
good.
Yeah, if it's good, it's good. I like like the Clark sisters.
Yeah.
Or Vicky Winans.
Mary.
Oh God, child. We talk about Mary often. We actually have had conversations personally about shackles.
Oh no.
No, Mary. Well, no to that, honey. That was hilarious.
Go-
I just don't know.
Gospel music it seems It's fun. I feel like I like some of the new.
There's
gospel
some really
stuff.
there's some really cool, new kids.
Yeah.
There's a new gospel Justin Bieber.
Oh, what's his
I
name?
forget his name.
Child.
But he's like, let me tell you about my Lord and Savior. The one that's great, the one that's great, the Lord and Savior. It's like really cute. And it has
heard
like
that actually.
yeah, he's going viral. They got some cute.
I mean, it's a market.
Yeah, it's there. And the Chloe and Halle, was it Chloe? She did a gospel movie, like a choir thing. And
Oh, was that good?
It was cute. Like if you're like, you know,
Was this before Swarm?
maybe yeah.
That singing in Swarm, honey, was the opposite of Christ.
It was definitely a lot of scenes in that. It's the opposite of Christ.
When that Christ like, but I know my Christian daddy and I loved it. We watched it together when I was visiting last year.
My Christian daddy and I loved it.
Loved it. Nothing but the blood. Jesus forgives.
It was content. It was like good,
That's
like good
funny.
content.
Yeah, he forgives.
It was good. Yeah.
The
But
what-
the soundtrack was good.
I wanted to see that movie. I feel like my issue with like all the black movies and like female-led movies and Asian-led movies, all the movies that I want to be seeing, but I need like a week or two to get to the fucking theater. Movies only in the damn theaters for 2 weeks.
Because of
And I
money.
can't go, and I can't.
Because they're exclusive too. Like
Yeah.
some of these movies are like, catch me while you can.
That part. But I mean, like when like I still like I never went to go see Oppenheimer because I wanted to go see, what was this movie? It was with the 4 Asian girls and it was a comedy. It was a comedy, like a buddy comedy with them.
Oh, I don't know.
Something. It was a movie I wanted to go see, and I didn't get to go see it because it was in theaters for 10 days, and then Barbie and Oppenheimer were in theaters from fucking June to December.
It's the money aspect. Like Ava DuVernay's Origin.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I saw it. I saw it in theater because Octavia Spencer, the actress, had bought out a theater in North Hollywood, in Burbank. And I got a call from a friend saying, if you want to go, and I know you don't want to pay. They know me. I did not want to pay.
That part.
God.
And go see it. And I do recommend it because it is a movie that it's about grief, so you will cry. Yeah, you will cry. And I don't
those
recommend
movies.
it for you.
Yeah, I don't like movies
knowing that
like
you don't like movies like that.
Sad entertainment is like a weird like oxymoron to me.
Could you watch movies like that like tackle sadness and
Yeah.
grief and death?
Yeah, I definitely do.
When is your birthday?
April 3rd.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that was just a minute ago.
A good old Aries.
You know, something light for the culture.
What did you do?
Nothing.
I get that.
Yeah.
I
know-
totally get that.
Do you know how many powerful like superstar female black women are born like
Yeah,
as
I know
Aries?
a few.
Yeah.
I know a few. Some are crazy, but
Well, yeah, that kind of happens. Shaka Khan,
you know,
Diana Ross, Mimi M. Squared,
Billie Holiday.
Billy. Oh, I love
She
Billy.
was out of control.
I
I
love
like
Billy.
her. I like her
You have a favorite Billy song?
though. Them Their Eyes.
Ooh,
That shit goes.
I love that.
That was my favorite. She says, I have a. Where does it go?
Are you gonna sing a little for me? Oh, okay. I got so excited.
I'm not sure the.
She's in her rap girl era.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm my
that's
rap
right.
girl era.
Okay.
But no,
That's right.
she said, I fell in love with you the first time I looked into
Them
them their eyes.
Yes, yes. I love that. I also like God Bless the Child. That was a good one. And Strange Fruit.
Oh, that one.
I do not know any Billie Holiday songs.
It's okay.
Strange Fruit is the one that they actually would kick her out of towns because it was about
Get
lynching. She
arrested.
would get arrested.
They would
What was it about,
attack
like,
her
interracial
band.
sex?
Lynchings.
Oh, lynching.
Just said that.
Oh.
Strange fruit, like black people hanging from
Yeah.
trees, like
Oh.
a fruit, but it's a strange fruit.
Do you see why one strange fruit maybe in my mind could have maybe been like strange fruit, like interracial?
Oh,
something?
jungle fever.
Yeah, like that's what I was.
I don't know.
that's-
Jungle and fever feel like forest and illness. Strange and fruit feel like weird but delicious.
Like
I don't know.
interracial sex.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, no, this was about the writer of the song, who I think was a Jewish guy, had saw a lynching in the South, and he wrote down Southern trees bear a strange fruit. blood on their leaves. So when Billie would sing it or perform it, it would literally, like, she would be arrested. She also had a heroin addiction.
I know.
She was really captivating.
She was beautiful.
She would.
The Jasmine in her
Diana
hair.
Ross played Billie Holiday in the movie, right?
She did.
I
And
saw the
Lady
movie.
Sings the
And there's
Blues.
another one.
Lady Sings the Blues. I saw that movie. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
recent one too.
That's the one where I watched that helped me write Black is Blue. I wrote a song called Black is Blue.
What's that actress name? Andrea
Andrea Day.
You know,
Audrey
Day. Yes,
Yeah,
she plays
she's
Billie
dope.
Holiday,
She's
Okay.
so good.
and she's very good in it. I
And the
actually liked that
music was
movie.
good too. The music
I thought it was
matched.
great. I actually felt like it should have got a little more because it was a series. It was episodes, right?
No, it was just
Which is
one
Oh,
long.
I thought I
yeah.
saw multiple.
Yeah, it was
Trevante
good.
Rhodes was in it
So
from
good.
Moonlight. Yeah, I actually really did enjoy that.
Yeah, I like
I don't
that.
even know who the people are. I don't like movies that I have an issue with all black movies being about slaves and sad shit. Like, why can't black movies? Why can't we have movies that are just smiling niggas going bowling?
I get that.
That's like, so I don't like to go see movies that are just all like depressing, sad, jail.
I have a really
whatever the
cool
fuck.
movie idea, but I can't tell you guys because I'm trying to get it off the ground. But
feel
Well,
you.
don't.
Well,
Okay,
well,
well,
when
I'm
you
just
come
really
back,
excited.
when you come back,
wait, call me when you cast it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Yes.
That's what I will pull up.
Okay. Cool.
You know what I'm saying? You need some behind the scenes footage.
Yes.
you have a
So,
favorite go-to karaoke song?
I'm going down, Mary J. Blige.
I know that's
Okay.
right.
There we go.
Or what's that song? Love Is Blind by Amy Winehouse. Those
I
are
like
my
Amy
amazing-
Winehouse.
I love Amy.
I love
Winehouse.
Amy.
I like Valerie.
Did you guys hear that when you said I'm going down by Mary? Mary's working on her final album, supposedly.
Oh,
Her
wow.
final album?
She's saying that this will be the last studio album she makes.
How old is Mary? Like 52, 3?
Mary is maybe like 53.
Yeah.
She's saying that this will be, I think this is her 11th studio album.
I mean, everybody say it's their last album, and then they have some more albums.
Well, Cher
Yeah.
did it 100 times.
So did Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So did Nicki.
I couldn't believe Mary Jane Blige. You know,
Yeah.
I don't feel like Mary got a lot of us. She don't give. She's never.
She's not like, let
she
me-
don't
let
give
me
me
make
like
some-
teasing, churring. I think this
Yeah.
is it. She said so. What I read was that she said that she's at the point where she can retire. She can live her life. She don't have to work. She can do some concerts. She got the catalog.
I mean, Mary should have been able to retire 20 fucking years ago.
I know they make it so hard.
I think
for
it's. I
us.
think they could. I think Tina Turner. I read one day say that the reason she worked until like 65 was because she wanted to be able to have enough income to where when she retired, she could do everything she wanted, and she did not have to do it again. So I think with Mary's at that place where
Mary said, I got one more album, I got one more toe.
I got one more album and I got the money to wear for the rest of my days. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
My accountant told me this tour should make this much. I should have this much at the end of this
She's
album.
not saying no
and
more
this
tours. She's saying no more. This will be her final album. So I think she's going to tour. I think that she just ain't gonna make no more studio albums. I also think some of it is
I would go
that
see Mary in Vegas. Maybe.
Will you see Mary in Vegas?
Yeah.
I think it'll be a cute time.
Yeah.
I will go see Mary in Vegas. Like, Mary got more bread to make. Mary could go be a judge on some reality show.
I'm surprised Mary never done that.
She's
I don't.
just
It's
coming.
interesting that she hasn't done The Voice.
Yeah, man, yeah.
They done had them all.
She's
Jennifer
coming.
Hudson. I mean, people less qualified.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, let's be clear. I mean, Effie White,
I'll be ready to go see that.
John Legend, which I think John is a talent, but I also look at
Yeah,
John.
John Legend got his EGOT a while ago.
But if John ever had a number one,
Yeah. All of me.
okay, that's probably true. Ordinary People. I would
That
imagine
should
that
have
was
been number one, but I
one.
don't think it was actually.
Oh, that was
But
a
I-
big
it was
one.
a
That
big
was a
song.
big one.
Big
Yeah.
song. Love that song. It's my shit, John.
We don't know which way to go.
But he was singing it. John Legend used to be a lot blacker. Before he was with Chrissy Teigen, that first album, da 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 da.
Heaven only knows.
Like that was the John
then that's the
Legend.
second one. I
John
love
Legend
Heaven
was
Only
John
Knows.
Legend was black as shit when he first came out, and then he kind of switched to some All of Me, All of You, Meghan Trainor featuring. But that's cool. I like Meghan Trainor too, but it got whiter.
John Legend, I read one day say that at his wedding he had Stevie Wonder perform "Ribbon in the Sky," and all the white people, the famous white people, thought it was one of Stevie's new songs because they did not know
Wow.
how such a black staple that song is. Like I have been to personally so many weddings in Florida in the late 90s. That was the song that every choir boy
They
performed.
said, "Is that a new song?"
So Stevie got new music, is what they said.
Wow.
So Stevie got new music, and that's when like it became a conversation of like there are songs that are black famous, and then there are songs that are like culturally
Yeah.
like
Same with the like actors. There's some
True.
actors that are black famous, like, and then like Megan Good needs to get her flowers already. I feel like.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Megan. Wait, I mean, going to court with Jonathan Majors every other day? Is that gonna give her flowers? Sip tea.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
So you ain't get me in this shit.
I'm Team Megan.
I am. I know. Listen, I am Team Megan. I am definitely Team Megan.
I seen Jonathan Mayers with an interview where he was like holding a teacup and saying
Yes,
that.
that's his thing.
No, that's not his thing.
That's okay.
No, that's not his thing. Them motherfuckers. That's not his thing. He pulled that out his ass. That has not been a thing. Show me. Have you seen it anywhere else besides that interview?
I was a follower of his up until recently. Mm-hmm. And I remember the first time I read about the whole mug thing was like 2019. That supposedly he, in interviews, it was during COVID, 2020.
Either way, I was here first.
No,
and I was
you were
very
here
much so
first.
here first. Like I'm talking like 2016.
Oh.
So I know, like, you know how Hollywood is. Like, there's always a bunch of teams that are scouting a bunch of girls or looking at people's, rollout plans, people's gimmicks, and they're like, oh, she only has 20,000 followers. We could totally steal her shtick and no one know that, like, that teacup shit pissed me off. I was like,
He would be in court
I
with
was
it in
like,
his
somebody
hand.
call his people right now. Ask them where they got that. Because that shit.
You know what's interesting
won't
about
stand
it?
for
That
it.
when I was seeing with it, I also thought that you were in trial for being a batterer. What do you think the mug was going to do for you? Like, was that to like
Drag
soften
him.
him?
Drag
I
him.
don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it ain't like he was in there for fraud.
Right.
He was literally in there for choking a white lady.
I'm
Teacup
fucking around with
my
white bitches
ass.
is not what you should be doing. I be telling my young people that when I be seeing young niggas, I be like, stop fucking around with these white bitches. This is not gonna work out for you. You young, 18, 19, 20. Let me nip this in the ass now. Or try to.
Can I tell you my favorite song of yours?
Yeah.
Don't Pretend.
Oh, really?
I really am liking that.
That's funny.
I listened to it. So I just came back from Florida for a week off on vacation, and I listened to the whole plane ride. I'm literally just coming back, and you and then Beyonce's Coach. Why do I call that song the album Coach Carter? Cowboy Carter.
Coach Carter.
I have been calling that album Coach Carter for
I
2
mean,
weeks.
she's really showing them how to do it
She is.
like a coach.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I just not really a country fan, so like no matter how much like the songs are great, I just can't get into it.
Sonically.
There's a
Yeah,
ceiling.
I
can't get
respect
into the country.
I respect that. What about are you a fan of Taylor Swift?
I like Tay Tay. Well, she's okay.
Yeah.
I
I don't
respect
have
her. I like Taylor, the person, the businesswoman.
I don't have a problem with human beings, but if it comes to like if there's a certain color that they created, sometimes I just don't like that color, wear that color, think about that color, press play on that color.
that
And
part.
it's just a lot of colors I don't have in my closet.
Well, she's been getting a little heat these last 24 hours because of a lyric that she has in the song I Hate It Here, where she says, quote, my friends used to play a game where we would pick a decade we wish we could live in. Instead of this, I'll say the 1830s, but without all the races and getting married off for the highest bid.
Okay.
So people have issues with that.
That's a lyric in a song.
That's
People have issues with everything, though.
Yeah. That's the song, and I Hate It Here.
Okay. People have an issue with, if Taylor Swift thinks that, you know what? When I made, the years I've made good money, the years I was fucking dudes with good money, I realized that money really isn't everything. That making more money doesn't necessarily make you that happy. I was like, oh, I made really good money this year, but I really fucking hate this job. You know, or like, you know, he's rich as fuck, but he's awful. This is not,
Right.
you know, I mean, this isn't making up for the fact that this is awful. So if Taylor Swift thinks that her being, you know, a billionaire pop star is not that everything is cracked up to be, I mean,
I don't think that's what she's saying.
I don't either.
I think she's saying like, I would prefer the 18 whatevers. I mean, I personally think like there's a time in history where people took their time when it came to like building things, and like if you look at the inside of an airplane in the 70s and the 60s, it was like really pretty and groovy and like just like hip.
Yeah.
Whereas like today it's just like this bland blah. Like there's just something really poetic and artistic and romantic about living in different centuries, different years ago, but also in different places, like the 60s in France or the 70s in Hawaii, or you know, like.
But isn't everything like romanticized though, like and canonized as it ages? So like, you know, right now it's like, yeah, the 2020s kind of suck, but you know, maybe the people in the 2050s are gonna think the 2020s.
Yeah, that's life. Like,
you know what I mean?
I want my body from 3 years ago, but when it was 3 years ago, I didn't like my body, and then so on and so forth. Like, we're just always unsatisfied. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with the lyric.
Me either.
You don't?
No.
Well, okay. Just to kind of play a little opposite side. I'm just interested in why 1830. I don't know what that is. And then she says, but without all the races. I mean, it was 1830 without slavery. I suppose that's what she's getting at.
Sure.
Because there was slavery in 1830.
Well, no,
Yes, it was. We did not get
So
emancipated.
she's saying without all the racism, meaning
it,
without
okay.
all the slavery.
That's it. Well, see, I mean, I'm a reader and like a writer, so I would like to say I want her to go all the way.
Right.
Say without slavery.
But sometimes things don't sing.
I hear that.
Sing well.
Like, yeah, you
have
like
to
as a
find
writer
it.
and a
Yeah.
musician. I could respect that. And I just didn't know the part of, I don't know what this means, getting married off to the highest bid. Is that as a woman, or is she talking about like
Slavery again.
slavery?
Sounds like a woman.
Definitely sounds like a
Dowries?
woman, but it also sounds like I can really piss them off with this one. Like,
Right.
if that's like, you know, her train of thought, but
I could just keep thinking to myself like, this is a weird topic for a song.
I think that too.
That's all that I'm like, this is a weird. What the fuck is this song about?
right.
I don't really.
I mean, it is called I Hate It Here.
My general
Right,
take.
right.
My general take on Taylor Swift is that she makes music for a demographic that isn't me, and she doesn't really like stray outside of that. Taylor makes music
does
for the
not.
white girls. You know,
She tried. She put Ice Spice on her shit. She
That
put
was
Kendrick on
interesting.
her shit. She be trying, but
you know.
Post Malone is on one, which I mean he's white, but he's on a track I heard.
But I feel
he's
like,
allowed to our cookouts. That's why.
and even I think Kendrick Lamar, particularly, like white people love Kendrick Lamar, and white people really, you know what I mean, like, like, and whatever. But she makes songs for white girls.
Why haven't she put Tidy Hall on one?
Who? Oh.
Todrick.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought they were besties.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I just find it interesting. It's like this man is like every other day you hear
But I
him
mean, I'm trying to
talking
think
about
about-
swindling people. So
but
why
I'm-
why is he not on it?
But I
If
mean,
he's your black bestie.
I mean, but Taylor's
With the
not
big
like-
booty.
Well, Taylor's not like, you know, that's not what she does. That's not. She doesn't make that type of music.
I mean, supposedly she's taking digs in one song at Kim Kardashian. I mean, that's a long fight that we've been hearing for too long, I suppose.
Well, actually, I think that I actually really appreciate a bitch who points a gun and shoots. You know what I'm saying?
In every album?
It wasn't hearsay. It was she wrote what's it called? Thanks Amy or something and capitalized Kim. No, that's different. That's
You mean like
not-
in this new one?
Yeah, that's
Right,
I
right.
can appreciate a direct shot. I can get down with it. You know, because Kim don't seem that nice. Nice?
Kim Kardashian. Tay seems nice.
She don't seem nice, but again, I appreciate business acumen and making decisions and money moves. Women, in this patriarchal society, getting their billions. I'm here for it. I really fucking am. But does she seem that nice? Nah, really. If you're gonna ask me, not part.
You mean Kim?
Kim. I don't know if Taylor seems that nice either. Whatever. It's, being nice ain't really. I don't really give a shit about if you're nice. Are you successful? Are you relatively kind? Then I can get down with that.
But wouldn't nice and kind be synonymous?
No.
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 Explain why not.
Okay, New Yorkers are kind. Los Angelinos are nice. And kindness is holding a door open for someone, thinking about someone. Niceness is smiling. Niceness is, or the way I describe New York versus LA, and in New York, you pop a tire, you're driving along the road, you pop a tire, someone will pull over, they'll be like, what the fuck, you messing up my fucking Sunday, I can't change a tire ass, what the fuck, you should really learn how to do this, this everyone ain't always gonna pull over the fucker and fix your fucking tire, right, as I fix your tire, and help you as I call AAA. In LA, you pop a fucking tire, niggas is driving by oh my God, look at that, that's crazy that he popped that tire, as they drive by, and they post it to their Snapchat, or their TikTok.
What's the difference to you?
Kindness is something that's it's like a morale, whereas niceness is something you do because you're afraid to be true to your gut. How do I explain?
I get that.
I could be kind. I could be kind and you need you need water. I have water. But nice is me giving you my water and then getting mad that I gave you my water. I was being nice to you, but I really pissed off because I really
and don't really want to give water.
Yeah, you're being nice, but you're
nice nasty.
Yeah, nice is there's it's derived from a word I saw it today about the term nice and kind.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, there's it's some history behind the word nice, and it means something. I forget though.
When you said that, it made me think. It jarred my memory of kind can be who you are.
Yeah, and nice is how you act.
Right, and I could hear that. Let's say if I put a boundary up, that has nothing to do with me being kind, but it may change how I'm perceived as being nice.
Right, because people get offended when people stand up for themselves, which is another.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not very nice. I'm pretty kind, but I don't really think of myself as very nice. I'm kind of to the point. What do you want? What is it? But I'll give you something. I want you to do well.
Yeah.
I've generally would try to help if I can, but me trying to help don't necessarily mean me being super nice about it. Maybe it's how I would describe it.
Word.
I could hear that. I think that I'm just coming. Yeah, I could hear that. I think for me, it's I like that we kind of got here because I see the points that you guys are saying. You can be kind, and then you can also. I do think nice is what people say you are. It ain't really a thing. It's oh, he's nice.
People say you're kind too. Mm-hmm. Kind-hearted.
But you feel kindness. You can really feel kindness. He's kind to me, or she's kind to me. Mm-hmm. Nice. It's do I feel it, or do I just know that you? I mean, it's Southern wise. It's nice, nasty. God bless you. Which don't got shit to do with God.
Nice is business casual. You. It's it's a topical concept. Do we have an Am I Wrong for this week?
I did not have an Am I Wrong. No.
No, Am I Wrong?
No, Am I Wrong?
Oh my God, season 2, and we have
season
no
2.
Am I Wrong? Okay.
They will come back.
Yeah,
They will come back.
They should. They should. So next topic.
Yeah, we spent most of it on. I wanted to kind of open up for our guests. So another thing that I was wondering was just to kind of lighten up a little bit. Not that we're good. So I was home in Florida and I watched a show called Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
The new one.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw the first episode with I almost said Childish Gambino, but that's his artist name.
It's Childish Gambino.
With Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And a very great Asian actress who I don't know her name. But I really did like it. I thought it was very good. It's cute.
Yeah, I
He's
liked
hot
it.
too.
It made him definitely more attractive, for sure.
Right. So it made me wonder what, because that's about outside of MSNBC, because my grandmother who's 84 only wanted to watch MSNBC for the week. When I tell you from the morning until the evening, all we watched was Rachel, Joy Reid, and Nicole Wallace.
I haven't had cable since 2009.
That's funny. But it made me wonder what are the latest Netflix shows that you guys have binge watched?
I binge watched The Twilight Zone just because I was catching up on things.
Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone?
Yeah, it was really good.
When did that come out?
I don't know. And then I binge watched The Other Black Girl on Hulu.
Okay, how was that? They got
Really
billboards
good.
for that around here.
Really good.
Yeah.
And then I found a random show while I was on shrooms a while ago. It's called Such Brave Girls. So fucking trippy.
Is it funny?
It's funny, it's stupid, it's quirky, it's like, what?
Such
it's like-
Great Girls?
Brave.
Brave.
It's like Broad City and the show Girls on HBO, kind of morphed into one with a pizzazz of some extra.
Read all about it.
Yeah, extra, read all about it. It's really good.
The last things I binge
Oh,
watched.
the OA and Manifest.
Oh, I like Manifest.
Yeah.
I watched definitely at least maybe the first season of that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is a good show.
The OA, though,
That's older.
way older, but I just finished watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
So good.
Doing what it's supposed to do. The last show I binge watched. I guess. Oh, I binged that thing on Nickelodeon with the kids.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
I watched that shit. I put on the first episode at 11:30 at night, and I watched all 4 episodes.
Wait, the documentary?
Yeah.
That wasn't too heavy for you?
Nah, I
It
watched
was
that
heavy.
shit. It was a little heavy.
That's interesting. I didn't think you would even want to watch that.
I watched it because I knew all the people in it. They're all our age.
So it's topical.
Yeah, I was like, I know everybody in this
resonated.
fucking. I watched all this shit. This is my childhood they're dissecting here.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
What do you guys take from it?
It was sad. It was really fucking sad. You never know what people are going through, especially the people you think have it all.
I think that's I don't know if I guess, it's sad. Part of me is not that
I'm more pissed off at the
surprised.
parents.
I feel like everyone who works with children should be vetted incredibly hard, because I think your average adult person, particularly your average adult man, don't want shit to do with kids that aren't his. Generally. This isn't everyone, but hot take. I don't even think that's that hot of a fucking take. I don't want nothing to do with kids. I don't want nothing to do with no one else's fucking kids. I really don't. That don't have nothing to do with me. I got a niece. I got
You
2
do have a
nieces.
niece, yeah.
I got a couple kids, but those kids have something to do with me. Other people's fucking kids, I want nothing to do with. So a grown ass man who wants to work with kids, it's sus to me. Dead ass.
I don't know.
I don't mind. I can understand teachers. That's a little bit different. But
So grown ass men, but teachers.
because teachers are different. Teachers are a little bit
Because
different.
there's grown ass men that are coaches,
Yeah,
and
I think
mentors.
Yeah.
and-
I don't know. I don't have no want to really be fucking around with kids. And whenever they talk about the Boy Scouts or the TV shows with the kids, there's all of these instances that are just rampant for these instances for these situations to be happening in. And I don't personally I as an adult male want nothing to do with anyone else's kids. Literally zilch. So like if you're like a guy who's like, oh, I want to be around kids, and you just really want to be around kids, and you keep working around kids, and like you don't just work on TV shows, all you work on is kids TV shows, it's like that's fucking weird. I think personally,
Yeah.
because like that's not like I'm not maternal. I don't really have maternal instincts, and so like in most men, I don't think do either. So like
I wouldn't say most men.
I think
Yeah.
most men, like even like some people's, like I got a friend whose dad only wanted to have one kid, and he just had the one kid, right? And that's like, and that makes sense to me because you have the one and that's your kid and you want the one and you don't really want shit to do with other kids. I don't know, having like a bunch of kids or like being around a bunch of kids is weird to me. That's strange as a grown-ass man. I think that's weird. And I think I think all of the grown-ass men who work with all children should at least be checked twice over. Like, can we run their shit one more time? Just like can we double tap that? And, like personally, like, you know, if you only work with, this is fucking strange.
What do you think? You had something to say to that?
I was just listening.
Fair enough. I don't have anything to say.
But that was the last thing that I binge watched on TV.
That's it.
On TV.
You know what? Asking you shall receive. I found the Am I Wrong?
Okay.
And you want to end with that, or
Yeah,
we
let's do it.
have a little time? Okay. So this one is a close friend who's 20 years old, a female. This is a guy who's writing it. A close friend of mine that I've known for years is a very talented artist. She and I hooked up regularly and tried dating briefly in the past, but ultimately decided we were better as friends. During this period that we were romantically involved, she painted me a really nice portrait of me for my birthday. It's semi-nude, as I'm shirtless in it, but any explicit parts of my body are covered. I loved it, especially since it is the Impressionist style, which I adore, and have it hanging on my bedroom to this day. Anyhow, I met my current girlfriend 6 months ago, and recently she's been expressing that she feels uncomfortable with my having an intimate painting of myself created by a girl I have had romantic relations with, and asked me to get rid of it. I don't want to. As I said, it's genuinely a really amazing painting, and I find it sweet and touching. I told her no, and she says it proves I have feelings for my friend. I don't think that's the case. Am I wrong to keep the painting?
No, fuck her. Your bitch seemed toxic.
Ooh.
OD.
You gotta ask yourself, what is a thing? Why are you attached to this thing? And why does this thing have more value to you than the person that you could potentially spend the rest of your life with? Like how, but then it's like, why, you could ask the other girl the same thing. It's like, why are you worried about a thing?
Right, why does it matter to you?
So you got to figure out which side are you on this thing. Because, I don't know, if something's bothering me and I ask you to do something about it and you don't, it's messed up. But you got to be reasonable. You got to pick your battles. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I think that as one who really like art, I think that it's strange. I don't have the license to go in anyone's house and ask them to remove anything.
Particularly some new bitch.
I don't care who it is. I don't
Right.
have the license, I don't think, to ask you to remove anything, even if you tell me the history or the story of it. Your
Right.
your ex-man, your mama who you don't talk to. I don't have the license. That's what I believe, personally.
Yeah.
But I do hear you, though. I do think, though, that on the flip side, if I had a guy or a person say to me, Oko, that bothers me because it makes me feel like clearly you have attachment to that thing
Right.
that's in the past.
We also got to address his insecurity. Like, why are you insecure about an item that I have that?
Right.
Because if you want, I can go around pointing out every item that was given to me by somebody that I was intimate with. Do I have to throw all those things out
That's
too?
the part.
You
yeah.
know, I don't know.
That's OD toxic. Like if you
Yeah.
you can't change people.
And why did he even tell her?
I mean,
Everybody don't need to know the genesis of your art. It's a painting of me a friend did. Per.
Right.
Is that per the right way?
I think so.
Hey. I mean, per. you know, sometimes people do. I do think sometimes people be a little trying to like stir the pot. Like maybe why does she even have to know the backstory of this? This girl clearly has been told that this is someone you had relations with. Who told her that?
My last ex had a little tiny painting that was of him from his ex before it.
Okay.
And it was a nice painting.
Good.
And I was like, and when I asked, I was like, oh, that's cool, and where'd you get it, and da-da-da, and he told me, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, but like the audacity I would have to feel to be like, you should get fucking rid of that. Actually, you're gross. What?
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm
really
here now,
make
and you
sense.
want to keep that? But what about me? I've been here for 2 months. I've been like, what? Like, what an awful person you would be if you.
It's insecurity. It's like what an insecure person. For you to even be so bothered by anyone having something from their past in your presence also speaks to you. Because you could also know that you got it, that you covered, and whatever is in your past, it could be right in front of me and it still not move me. So I feel like that's the part. I wouldn't give it that much power. Okay, have your naked picture that your ex did of you. I'm fucking you now.
That part.
It does not matter. I wouldn't give it that much power personally. But I do also know that there are times on the flip side that you do want to be able to tell that person in signs of honesty, because insecurity, it can be honest speaking. You can show someone your insecurity or your toxicity and still be being honest. I do think that there are times to be in moments where when you show someone that you are insecure, that should they listen to it? Like if I have someone say to me, it bothers me because it makes me, I just don't like it, then maybe I do move it. But I think that may be a little different than what that person's doing.
Yeah.
Because that happens with life. We're all emotional people. And things can come up. You can have new friends and they'd be like, that I ain't never made you laugh like that. Why you laughing that much?
I feel like jealousy is like not cute.
It's not.
It's
really
not cute, but it's a real emotion.
It is, but it's something I feel like of all the emotions
It's cute
to
when
keep
it's
in
fake.
check. Jealousy.
That's it. That's
It's
true.
like,
That's true.
why you going?
You dating someone, jealousy is the thing to keep in check. Like I feel like you could be moody, you could be angry, you could be a whole bunch of shit that is like not great, but I could probably deal with. But jealous, my patience for is thin.
But some people like it when they feel like they got a partner who's a little jealous of things.
Yeah, that's toxic too.
I did hear that.
That's all. That's like toxic feeding toxic. That's not. You can't. I can't not.
Yeah, there's
trust
a fine line between I care and I need you to stop doing that because it makes me very angry.
Right.
You
There is a fine line between that. There is a fine line between
know?
that.
Yeah.
Also, grow up. Sometimes you got to just have relations where you tell the person, you need to grow up.
that part.
This is nothing to you.
Yeah.
That fucking part.
And if it's something to you, then it's something that we need to check, because it makes me realize, it make me feel like that woman already knows she's on shaky ground. Because why should a painting that's semi-nude? That's another thing. He ain't showing anything but his chest.
What is a semi-nude photo if you just shirtless? That's not a semi-nude photo. You're dramatic already. It's giving theater kid.
Who? The author? The guy?
Yes.
Well, let him be theater,
He's
child.
like, I'm semi-nude because the nipples out. It's just one. Calm down. Like,
Be theater.
yeah. So, T, you've got a new EP album.
EP
How many songs?
3.
Okay. And do we know when it's coming out?
Summer. That's all I have is summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're
That's
almost done
right.
with it.
It's done. We're just trying to get the paperwork stuff. And
That
for you.
part,
Yeah.
registering, all of that.
Excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
gonna be
I'm
nice.
excited.
Have you
too.
shot any vids?
No, I was supposed to today before this, but something happened, so I gotta reschedule.
Life be lifing.
You have a title?
Kitty cat.
Oh, you told us that, Jesus.
Yes.
I remember. I thought it was Kitty. Okay, so Kitty Cat is coming out.
Yes.
Keep your eyes on the lookout. This is coming out May 8th.
This episode?
This episode?
Yes, it is. It
May
is.
8th. Okay.
Sweet.
So we're
Happy birthday to my cat, Timothy. It was yesterday.
happy birthday to
How-
Timothy.
Well, when this comes out, it'll be yesterday.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, happy birthday, Timothy
And Destiny.
and Destiny.
Yeah.
That's your cat too?
And that's my friend.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Her.
Okay. Shout outs. That's
Honey.
on that. This is the season 2 opener, and I'm excited. It's been a really cool the last couple weeks. Oko was on vacation. I bought a new car and it had some things, so they had to go fix
you
some
told him
shit.
about the new car, but you had to get it fixed.
So now I've gotten it fixed. I got it back. I gave my apartment an update.
You did.
I flipped my hair color to whatever the fuck this is.
Love it.
Thank you. This was. I was like, what's in my cabinet? And these were in the cabinet, so we made it.
Oh, you did it. You made it work.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was, we were trying to keep it cute.
It's like, Jose, can you see?
Like,
Yeah.
okay, and yeah, it's a new season, and it's gonna be a really good time.
And we will be here. We have some more guests coming up. We have
yeah,
some more
we
talks.
have some fun. Yeah, we have some fun stuff. We have
Yeah.
some fun stuff excited.
Got some good
coming
banter.
for the season.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you for coming.
Most definitely,
Thank
yes.
you for having me.
Most definitely.
perfect.
Next, we got to do it again next year, and we give a refresh and see what's going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, y'all. Till next time. Follow the
Bye.
show. Bye.
See y'all.
All right.